Welcome to the Review and Critical Thinking Questions tutorial. We're going to do a quick tutorial and a brief overview on how to complete the questions for the review and critical thinking aspects of this course. We're going to look at 1.07, however the format is the same for all of the different modules. And here's how it works. You're going to go into your lesson tab. Now, as you're reading through the lessons, please be sure to take notes. That's going to be a key to success in this course. You're going to start at the beginning. The lesson tab is like your textbook. All the different lessons, there's one page each, will give you all the information that you need to be familiar with in order to answer the question. So start at the beginning. Now, some students do like to look at the review and critical thinking questions before they start, and that's fine. Open up the review critical thinking questions. You can copy those onto a document file before you even get started and work on them as you go through the lessons. But make sure you're taking notes as well. The first lesson is always going to contain your objectives. This is what we want you to look at as you're going through the course. Watch the little videos that are in the lesson. Take notes of the different headlines and the key terms. They're usually in bold, and you'll be able to identify those pretty quickly, as you can see from the slides here. They'll ask questions like, what is film theory? What is film criticism? Don't just write down the definition, because you need to make sure that you're showing an understanding of it. So copying the definition is great, but make sure that you can put it into your own words. And we'll go over that with the first question once we get through the different slides here. We're already up to slide number 5. As you can see, they move pretty quickly. There's a lot of information. Again, just take notes so that you show an understanding of the different topics that we're connecting with in the lessons. So let's look at the review and critical thinking questions. Copy and paste these onto a document file, and then you're going to answer each question. We want 2 to 3 complete sentences, always in your own words. That's very important. So let's look at the first one. What is film theory? Now, the definition from the lesson says film theory is a field of study that examines films and their connection to our world. Well, that's a great definition, but what does it mean? So let's look at it and try to put it into our own words. Based on what you've read from that lesson, this is in 1.02, we're going to take what we've learned from the lesson and put it into our response. Film theory is a study of film that looks at how film is related to other films, with similar messages, themes, topics. It makes a connection to how the film reflects society, culture, and politics at the time the film was made or is supposed to represent. That's my own words. That's going to be a correct answer, and that's how you're going to continue through the lesson, the review questions. And critical thinkings are, do you agree with, how would you? And again, in your own words. So save the file once you're done as an RTF or a document file, and make sure that you can identify the file. You're going to go into your assessment folder and open up 1.07, or the review critical thinking questions, and you can copy and paste your work right into the student comment section, but it is preferred that you attach a document file or an RTF file, and you can do so by clicking on the browse file or just dropping that file in there, and then click the submit for grading and submit your work. That's it. There's our brief tutorial. You're on your way to a successful completion of the course. Make sure that you watch your lab tutorial after completing 107, and also check your gradebook often. You can revise your assignments as needed as you work through the course, and if you ever have questions, call your teachers. Thanks again for attending our tutorial. We look forward to seeing your work, and have a wonderful day.